cards. And just pull this down. Okay. Hi. Hi, everybody. It's already April 22nd. So I hope everybody had a decent weekend with Easter and the Passover and all of those good things that were going on over the weekend, as well as any pagan rituals. Okay, so I'm Brandy Joy. I'm going to read your cards. Go ahead and pick A, B, or C. If you have not yet, it should just intuitively come to you. Feel free to leave it in the chat box. I would love to hear what your hello. I would love to hear what your choices and whether last week's reading resonated with you. So, all right, pick A, B, or C while I shuffle up the cards. But I do want to mention something. I have a big announcement. I'm super excited that I know a lot of you already know about and you've already saved your seat. But this week on Wednesday and Thursday evening, I will be doing a tarot webinar to show you how it is I read the cards, to show you what it is I do. And I've been reading for 20 years now. It's actually technically 19 years. But I do love doing these tarot webinars, and I haven't done one in about a year and a half. So if you've never joined me, then definitely join me for the tarot webinar. And if you want to invite me friends, please feel free to do so. All right, it's asking me to update my computer. Oh, thank you for the feedback there. The last month has been very, very accurate. Wonderful. Always resonate with you. Awesome. Thank you so much. I love feedback. And just so y'all know, I do actually go through and read your comments, but I get so many on both that, sometimes I don't really respond or anything, but I do love reading your feedback. So please, I love hearing from you. All right, everybody, you ready? Let's pull some cards. Pick A, B, or C. And if you haven't saved your seat, you can do that very easily by just going into either Facebook or Instagram, or just going directly to my website, because Facebook and Instagram just link to my website. It's brandyjoy.com. And if you go to brandyjoy.com or click on one of those links on my profiles, you can just save your seat. It's that easy. You just put in your email address and I send you the link, and I send you reminders the day of. And if you don't get an email from me, make sure you contact me on Facebook or Instagram or even YouTube. All right. So I'll see y'all Wednesday or Thursday for some fun reading. But for now, let's see how your week's going to go. Okay? All right. A, B, or C. All right. I'm a little more casual than usual. I went kayaking today and then the gym. So I look super casual tonight. Okay. Woo! Here we go. A, you ready for A? The Hangman. All right. If you chose A, you got the Hangman as your main card of the week. So let's take a look at what your advice is. Okay, you got the Fool. And feel something over here again. Woo. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. All right. Let's take a look at B. Ten of Wands. All right, Bees, you got the 10 of Wands for the week. Wow, there is some interesting stuff going on. I got to tell you, this week's an interesting one. Okay. Knight of Swords is your advice card. And finally, the Devil. Okay. You got the Devil. Woo! Okay. Ready for C? Let's pull some cards for C. Feeling it right there. All right, 10 of Cups. Wow, okay. We have the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. So there's some endings, some culminations coming into play here. All right, let's take a look at your advice cards for C. We've got the Queen of Wands. Okay. And finally, right there. All right, the Knight of Cups. Lots of court cards there. All right, we have Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups. And the court cards are actually the hardest thing for most people to read because they're just people, and that's something that I'm very good at, actually. And I did have a library up where I it was an old website blog where I would like explain the court cards, like each one and everything. But now you'll have to join me this week and learn about them. So anyways, all right, let's take a look at the Hangman. So if you chose A, you got the Hangman. The Hangman is a fated card. This is a major destiny card. And this card is saying that this week you're learning to change your perception. You are learning to let go big time this week. Okay, this is like, you see how he's flipped upside down, right? He's flipped upside down, and everything that he has gathered up through his journey has now fallen out of his pockets. He had to let it all go, right? And so he just let it all go. But you look at his face, his head, and he has a sun around his head. And so it's not really a sad card, it's an enlightened card. He's now getting enlightenment through crisis, through letting go. And so that's you this week. You're this hangman that has had to let go of some things, and this week you're having to let go of some things and to have a new perception and to create this new enlightenment and to light up yourself through this letting go. All right. So, definitely a week of changing big time, like changing from the internal this week. Okay. So if you chose A, it's all about that hangman for you. And, I used to look at the hangman as a card of enlightenment and a card of the light worker, because really, he's tied up, right? He's upside down, but he's gone through so many crises and had to learn to let go so much that he becomes a great healer through the change of perception. All right, so this is actually one of my favorite cards, even though when I see it, it's kind of like a tension that I feel with it. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, that's the light worker card. That's the card where, yeah, you've gone through all of these things, but you've really persevered. And because of that, now you share your light, right? So this week is a very intense week for you, a very interesting week for you in terms of your own enlightenment, your own journey, your own like new perceptions, okay, this week. Now, interesting enough, this is interesting. You actually got the Fool right after the Hangman, okay? So the Fool is the card of renewal. This is the card of your journey, right? So what it's really saying here is, okay, you're back to zero. You learn to let go. This week, you're letting it go. This week, you're changing your perception. You're changing the way you've been doing things. And because of that change that you're making, you're now starting fresh. It's almost like, you've been manifesting this reality for quite some time, right? And now it's almost like, you know what? I don't have to keep manifesting the same reality. I can start a new journey. I can start clean and clear with my energy. So this is like a shift in your energy big time this week. So this shifting is getting you into a new place. It's getting you into the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So the Ace of Pentacles is a card of renewal in terms of your physical world, your physical manifestation. That could be jobs, money. This is, because really everything in life is spiritual and everything in life is physical. It's the same thing, right? Because really our reality is a physical manifestation of spirit. So here we have a physical manifestation of spirit, you, okay? Walking through the arch of enlightenment. So this week is a very, very important week for you if you chose A. I'm getting the Fool card, the Hangman. These are major arcana cards. This is about, and that's why I'm spending so much time on this one, because it's like, wow, you're in this renewal time. You're about to start manifesting a different reality. You're letting go of things. This is very big for you if you chose A. All right. Interesting. All right, cool. I would love to hear back from all of you on how that played out for you, because it's going to be different for everybody, right? But you get the reading that you pick. Okay, so let's take a look at Bs. If you chose B, we have the 10 of Wands. Okay, 10 of Wands is a card of burden. Okay, so this week you're feeling a little bit of baggage. You're feeling a little bit weighed down. You're kind of done with something. It's like you're at the final stage of something. It's like you're done. It's interesting because this week is like tens and the hanged man. And I mean, this is all about, you really just all of you learning about this culmination point. So this 10 of wands, this energy, is like he's holding these wands, right? The wands are passion, the wands are fire. And so he's holding all of these wands, and this is you. You're holding all of these wands, and it's almost like, you've done it, and you're done. You're just like, I'm so over this. I am over this. And that is what this week is about for you. It's like that new understanding and focus of like, okay, you know what? I think it's time to put these down. They're becoming very, very heavy. All right. So if you chose B, this is like a week of you realizing the heaviness, the baggage, the burden. It's the weight of your own fire that you have created. Okay. So a good example of this is someone that was very passionate about, say, music or art, or like me, it was martial arts, right? And you become very good at it over time, and you really work at it, right? You work at something, you're doing something, you're passionate about it. And this can be even a person, a relationship. This can be anything that you're passionate and you feel fire for, right? That spark of life. But then there comes a time when you're burnt out, when you're like, I shouldn't have made this my career, right? Or maybe I've realized that this hobby has gotten really old for me and I am just done with it, or I need to change something about it. Or it could be the relationship. It's like, this relationship has gone as far as it's going to go, and the other person isn't growing with me. I think it's time for me to let it go, right? So we're getting a very similar thing here between A and B, because you're all kind of needing to let go of something. However, A is letting go. B, I'm seeing you feel like it's time to let go. It's time, but this burden that you're feeling isn't necessarily being let go of. Okay. So if you chose B, it's a very different experience for you than A's this week. All right. Okay. But then we have the Knight of Swords. And this card, if you take a look at this card, this is a card of wind, of air, of its intellect, its mind, right? And where do we have the most turmoil and stress in our life? It comes from our mind, right? So it's saying here that you're rushing too much. You're overthinking too much. You're moving too fast with things. You're not smelling the roses and you're not enjoying life. The journey is what it's about. And this week, it's like you have this like, all right, I am done, so done. But why are you still hanging on, right? And so you're in this like hurricane, almost this tornado feeling, this like chaos of mind. And it needs to slow down, because what you're running towards is the energy of self-restriction, the inner demons. Okay. So what it's saying here is that you can take the chains off. If you look at this card very closely, if you have your own deck, you can even grab your deck and take a look at it. And you can really see that the chains that are around them are really not tight. They're just kind of laying on them. But as they stay connected to the devil, as they stay so connected to him through the chains, they become more like him. So you can see that they have almost like, it's like little fiery tails, and they have like little horns, right? So it's showing you, here you go, that is what you could become. You could become someone that's working against yourself. If you hold on to this burden, if you don't drop these 10 wands that you're ready to let go of to move forward. Now, whatever this might be a lifestyle change, a diet change. This could be a relationship. This is going to be different for everyone. This could be your career, the way that you handle money, right? This could be a lot of different things that you're dealing with this week, but for each of you, it's probably just one thing. All right. But that one thing is burdening you. That one thing is creating this hurricane of your mind energy. It's like it's the devil to you, right? And it's creating this self-restriction. So you have got to break free from the self-restriction. You've got to learn how to let go, like our A's are doing over here, through your own spiritual and self-development work, whatever that might be. Changing your perception. Hey, maybe learn to read some tarot cards with me. Right? Pull some cards. Do something that shows you the light, that shows you how to let go of this. Do something every day. And that, really the best thing to do is to meditate, right? It's always the answer for so many things, right? 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night. You don't want to just sit there and quiet your mind. You actually want to do chakra toning. You want to do pranayama, right? You want to do things that self heal and change your vibration and open you up and move your energy so that you can get more intuitive answers. Okay. So, yeah, this week it's a tough one for you if you chose B in a certain way. There's some focus that needs to change. Okay. So that's like your focus of the week. And it's saying that you're heading, in this direction because you're not doing something that you probably need to do. You're not letting go of the wands in some way. All right. So, anyways, let's take a look at C. So, if you chose C, are you ready? It's a little bit different energy. Okay. We have the 10 of Cups. All right. And the 10 of Cups is a card of connection. This is a great card. It really is a great card. So if you take a look at this card, this week is very much about you connecting with family, you connecting with a soulmate or soulmates, you connecting with maybe your soul group, people that you vibe with, people that you're just like, yeah, like I like these people. They make sense to me. So this week is about you connecting. And this connection is very healing. This connection is very good for you. Okay, so if you chose C, you got the best. You got the best one. This is just a card of connection. This is a card of like happiness and family and soulmate stuff. So this is just a good week for you if you chose C. If it's not so far, it looks like that's what's going to be going on is you're going to connect with people this week. So maybe you're going to reach out in some way to other people. Maybe it's like minds, other light workers. Maybe you're going to surround yourself with some of that good positive energy. And it could be your family or it could be friends or something. I don't know. But you're definitely in that vibe this week if you chose C. Okay. But then we have the Queen of Wands. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. So if you chose C, we have this connection going on. And then I'm also getting advice here for you with the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, she's very intuitive. And you can see that we have the black cat down there. So it's saying that this is a good week for you to do your spiritual work, your work of intuition, your work of getting more intuitive, your work of maybe channeling. Because when you get the Queen of Wands, she is fire, right? She is the fire, the spark of life, and she's the intuitive spark of life. So she is advising you when you get her in an advice position to be your like independent, strong, channeling, intuitive, confident person, right? The receptive, the person that can listen, the person that can open and hear the other side. And so, because you have good connection this week, because there's a good vibe going on here for you, if you chose C, right? You have this good vibe card. It's definitely giving you this energy of, ooh, you know what? You could really tap in this week. You could really just manifest. You could really make things happen because she is the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is action. Queen of Wands makes things happen, right? And then you also got the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups, you can see, is a very nice card for moving forward with good pace, right? Not too fast, not too slow, but with good pace. And this is about moving forward, though, with the cups. And the cups are emotion, intuition, creativity. So this is about pacing yourself and moving forward, tapping into your creative potential, your muse, right? And moving forward and feeling that good vibe that you're getting this week. So if you chose C, you're in the luck position this week. You definitely have some good vibe stuff coming in, and you can definitely do some good stuff with that energy. So keep that energy flowing this week for sure. Keep moving forward with this nice creative energy, this energy of manifesting, this energy of potential, this energy of like moving forward, right? So if you chose C, hey, Hey, good for you. You have really nice energy flowing to you this week. You must be doing your work. You must be doing some good meditation work. Maybe you're like tapping in and doing some cards, or maybe you're just doing some chakra toning or some shadow work. Something's working for you. So good for you if you chose C. Now that I'm done, I do want to mention to everybody that jumped on here after that we do have the tarot webinar Wednesday and Thursday. So if you haven't joined yet, please join us. It'll be fun. And it'll be about an hour or so on Wednesday night and Thursday night. You can join either one. It'll be the same class. I'm just doing it twice because I know sometimes people are like, I can't come Wednesday. So I'm like, all right, I'll just do it twice. I'll do it Wednesday and I'll do it Thursday so you can choose. And when you save your seat, you just click on brandyjoy.com. And you just go in and you just go, yes, save my seat, and you put in your email address, and then I email you. And if you don't get my email, then make sure you let me know and I'll send you the link. Okay. All right. Thanks everybody for coming in for your pick a card for Monday. And I will see you at our tarot webinar Wednesday or Thursday. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. All right. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Bye.